Most people think perfectionism is a compliment. They put it on their resumes. They brag about it in interviews. They say, "I'm just a perfectionist," like it explains their success. But psychologists say the opposite. Perfectionism isn't the engine of greatness, it's the anchor that sinks it. And the scariest part? You don't even realize it's happening. While you're obsessing over tiny details, your potential is quietly slipping through your fingers. Let's break down why this virtue might be the biggest trap you've fallen into. 1. The all-or-nothing trap. Psychologists call this a cognitive distortion. It's the belief that if it's not flawless, it's a failure. You don't start the project because the outline isn't perfect. You don't post the video because the lighting is slightly off. You don't apply for the job because you don't meet every single requirement. This is the paralysis of perfectionism. Your brain says it has to be 100% right, so you end up at 0%. You'd rather do nothing than do something imperfect. And the harsh truth, a 70% finished project changes your life. A 100% finished project that never gets released changes nothing. 2. It masquerades as preparation, but it's actually procrastination. Perfectionists don't call it laziness, they call it research or planning. But psychology shows this is just avoidance behavior. You're terrified of criticism, so you delay. You're scared of judgment, so you wait for the right moment. But here's reality. The right moment never comes. You are waiting for a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet. Meanwhile, the person who doesn't overthink just starts, fails, learns, and passes you by. Waiting for perfection isn't patience, it's fear wearing a disguise. 3. It protects your ego at the expense of your growth. This is the hidden psychology. If you never finish anything, you never have to face the verdict. If you never submit the manuscript, no one can reject it. Psychologists call this self-handicapping. You create obstacles to protect your self-image. You tell yourself, "I could have been great if I had tried," rather than trying and finding out you're average. But average is where growth happens. Mediocrity is the starting line. By refusing to be bad at something, you are refusing to ever become good at it. 4. You suffer the law of diminishing returns. Perfectionists don't stop at good enough. They polish a paragraph for 3 hours. They tweak a design that no one else will notice. Psychologists call this over-optimization. You spend 80% of your time on the final 5% of improvement. Meanwhile, that energy could have been spent on a new project, a new skill, or simply resting. Intelligent people know that done beats perfect every single time. You are trading volume for vanity, and volume is what creates mastery. 5. Your identity is dangerously tied to your output. This is the deepest psychological cut. When you are a perfectionist, you don't just fail at a task, you are a failure. Psychologists call this contingent self-worth. Your value depends entirely on how well you perform. So when you make a mistake, it isn't a learning experience, it's a personal attack. You spiral, you shame yourself, you destroy your confidence. This is why perfectionism is linked to depression and anxiety. You aren't chasing excellence, you are chasing the feeling of being enough. And because perfection is unattainable, you never feel enough. 6. It robs you of joy and burns you out. You don't finish a project and celebrate. You finish a project and immediately feel relief, followed by emptiness. There is no satisfaction because your brain immediately moves the goalpost. It's good, but I could have done better. This is the hedonic treadmill. You are constantly running, but you never arrive. The worst part, you teach the people around you that your love is conditional. When you demand perfection from yourself, you inevitably demand it from others, and you push everyone away. Here is the brutal truth. Perfectionism isn't about high standards, it's about fear. Fear of judgment, fear of exposure, fear of being average. But your potential isn't hiding in the perfect version of you. It's hiding in the messy, imperfect, real version of you, the one who tries, fails, and tries again. Your potential is waiting for you to stop polishing and start publishing, to stop overthinking and start doing, to stop fearing the finish line and just cross it, even if you stumble. Perfection is a prison. Progress is freedom. If this hit close to home, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. Every week we break down the psychology that keeps you stuck and the mindset that sets you free. Because understanding yourself is the first step to changing yourself. See you in the next one.